Now, a story of technology, which is hard to believe. They're called talking lamps, and they can detect falls and can even, it's said, prevent them from happening in the first place. They're being rolled out after a successful trial in Cumbria. At
the care home near Kendal, where the AI technology was tested, staff say that the number of falls have dropped by more than 80%.
The NHS is now introducing it to more care homes in the area. Hannah McNulty has the story.
Well, I was born in Coventry.
Stuart is a resident at Heartland House Care Home in Milnthorpe. He loves talking about his days as a professional rugby player, and he's also a big fan of his new ceiling lamp.
When it was installed, I thought it was the safest thing that's happened, because if you have a fall, it just says, lay still, help is coming. I don't have to crawl everywhere and find a button to press.
The lamps monitor the rooms 24/7. If someone falls, it detects it. The person is always shown as a stick figure. If they don't get up after 30 seconds, they hear this.
When did you fall?
If they say they need help or there's no answer at all, the AI lamp sends an alert to an app so staff can respond immediately.
Hi Rob, have you fallen? Help is on the way.
Before we had this in place, we had nothing really to detect falls, which was meaning that some of our residents could potentially have hours laid on the floor before being found.
What reduction have you seen in falls in this care home?
Since we've had Nobi installed, we've had an 84% reduction in falls within the home.
Most falls happen at night when people get up to use the toilet. The lamp also detects motion and provides some light. The team behind them say they even help prevent falls in the first place.
We can analyse if somebody does fall. We had a gentleman who was sat in a chair watching TV in the middle of the afternoon with a cup of tea on the table next to him. He leant forward to grab the cup of tea, went past his tipping point, fell onto the chair, onto the floor. Without Nobi, he just fell on the floor. We don't know how he got there. With Nobi, we can go back and analyse those images, see what happened. And this was a real scenario. We simply moved the table 6 inches closer to his chair to reduce that happening again. And it's lots of things like that where we can take actions to prevent further falls.
Are there concerns this could be intrusive?
Absolutely, and we recognise that, right? And we say, look, it is an optical sensor that is taking still images of the room. But what we can do with the power of the light, each light has got its own processor built on board. It's quite a powerful processor. And in live time, it can take you and I out of the image and replace us with a stick figure. So you don't actually see who that person is.
The trial here has been so successful, the NHS has got funding for 500 more.
We've got some money from the Digital Transformation Fund, and what we're going to do now, we're going to roll out, and we're going to be rolling them out into 50 care homes across Lancashire and South Cumbria. We're going to be prioritising those care homes that have the highest levels of falls.
A fall obviously can be minor, people can get up quickly, but they also can be much more serious, can't they, as well?
Absolutely. So in Lancashire and South Cumbria, falls are the biggest reason why people are admitted into hospital from a care home. So in terms of falls, anything we can do to prevent a fall really helps our NHS colleagues in terms of the ambulance visits, A&E visits, and then bed days as well.
The care home sector can struggle to recruit, but those involved in the trial say it's not replacing real people.
Because you have staff scheduled on their particular time on duty, you could visit a resident, shut the door, and something could happen. And under the old, if you like, the old style of care, you might not come back to that for another hour or so, even longer. But what we are doing now is seeing a response that is instant.
Having one of the lamps is optional. 2 residents here have opted out. A family member of a lady with one says it offers her extra peace of mind.
The best thing about them is that she doesn't have to be disturbed in the night. So if she does need to get up, the lights come on and give her the light she needs to move around. But she's not got somebody coming and checking on her regularly through the night, which might disturb her when she doesn't need it.
There is, of course, a cost for the latest in AI technology, but at this care home, it's a price they say is well worth paying. Hannah McNulty, ITV News, Milnthorpe.
Yeah, further evidence of the difference that AI can make. Now, next tonight, campaigners are keen to take